Hello and welcome back to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. I am still Rosa.
That means I'm still Sharyn.
Welcome back. If you're new to our channel, please, after this video, just subscribe to our channel, share our videos, and like and comment if you want as well. We would really appreciate that. And for those of you all who have been tuning in since day one, welcome back.
And thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. So before we get into our topic today, we're doing shout outs.
Yes.
First shout out goes to Beverly F. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for being a subscriber with our channel. We appreciate you. Shyman R. Thank you also for your comments and for being a loyal subscriber to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. And last but not least, Archery W. No, Artney W.
Okay, you know who you are.
I think it's Artney W.
Okay.
Thank you for your comments to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. We appreciate you. We appreciate you being a subscriber. We appreciate all of you all out there. Thank you. We hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. I know we did. Just kind of, relaxed the whole day. And it was pretty cool. So thank you. And I appreciate all the mothers out there.
Absolutely.
As I said before. So anyway, today's topic is...
Ooh.
Why you gotta put that spin on it?
I just say
that bad.
No, it's different. It is different. You want me to say it? You want to say?
I got you.
You got okay.
Your woman's ex is a man. So
wait a minute. Does it make a difference?
Yeah.
Say it again now. Say okay.
Your woman's ex is a man. Does it make a difference? Y'all know Sharyn came up with that, right?
It's just a question.
We're gonna talk about what that means for us, and definitely always we would love to hear your feedback because we know y'all got something. Y'all always come through with something.
Yeah. And no matter how interesting, bizarre, up, down, crazy you think your life is, you need to sometimes just play the videos because some other people are having one just as bad as you, greater than yours, or whatever, or equal to. Yes. Not that it's a contest, but you're not the only one going through stuff.
Exactly.
We're all going through stuff. All right. The topic is as simple as this. It's like, what happens when your ex is a man? Your woman, her ex is a man. Does it make a difference on how you deal with that ex? Yes or no? Well, so you want me to start or?
Yeah. I mean, you want me? I can just start. I didn't even want to talk about the conversation, but since we're on it, because all you all know that I have been married before Sharyn, and that marriage was to a man. So technically, my last ex wasn't a man, but I have had an ex for a man.
Yeah.
But so what we're trying to say today is that how does that
change the dynamic?
Feel for you, being that now you are my wife.
Yes. And he's the ex. Right. So
my question to you is, do you feel some kind of way because I've been with a man, or do you feel some kind of way because I am constantly in contact with a man
who happens to be your ex-husband, who is the father of your two children?
Correct.
That is the question. Does it make a difference? So now, right, Rosa said, yes, this was my subject today because, quite frankly, something came across my screen in my life that made me think about it for a second, which was, wow, would I be treating it any differently if the it was a woman as opposed to it containing, a man? And yes, let me be clear. Let me give you this back up at least 2.3 nanoseconds here and just say, when I met Rosa, she had been legally divorced for about 6 years. So it wasn't we were fighting over Rosa and this and that and, none of that. All that had been taken care of. She was definitely a single woman, had been dating women for years. And so I had met one of her ex's women, and I'd heard of a couple other. But again, the operative word is ex. However, I could not. Now, come on, now I'm sharing this with all my friends in lesbian land. So, come on now, I need your support, or at least your understanding on this. In my mind, I had to think about it a couple of times because I've never had the scenario where I was dating a woman that was once married to a man, and now not only am I in her life and we have fallen in love, we're now married. So I'm just saying, I couldn't just dispense of him because he is the father of Rosa's 2 children, which means he will always have a place in their life and hers as well. Ugh. So, and don't get me wrong, we're not doing Thanksgiving dinner together. That ain't gonna happen, and I ain't that kind of lesbian. All right, but the fact is, he's real. He does exist, and I had to think about it for a minute. Would I be responding to the situation differently had my wife's ex been a female, as opposed to being this man? So
I think you would have. I know for me, I probably would have. With a man, I feel like there is no competition. You've had a past. This is the result of that past, and this is where we're going with it. And no, you're saying we don't sit down for a Thanksgiving dinner, but never know what's gonna happen in the future. You know what I'm saying? My kids, whatever. My kid's father and I, we're cordial. I can't really even put us in the friend category.
No,
we are cordial. And I'm only saying that part is because I think friends look out for each other, and I really don't think he does that for me. No. But he does look out for my kids, and so I respect him for that. And that's what's important.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
Right.
And
that's
I can
what's
care
important.
less what he feels about me. But me, on the other hand, I want the best for him because he is my kid's father. And so I make decisions when it comes to him and I regarding the kids. I make it to look at what's best for my children.
Yes.
And so sometimes that may be me backing up and just coming out of, my want to be right or just the whole nasty circle. So I'm not going to play him against anything, not when it's going to benefit, not benefit my kids.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I think if it was a woman, the first thing I would look at is like, okay, but why are they reaching out all of a sudden together?
Yeah.
Why she have to call her, even if, there was kids involved? Because sometimes, with 2 women, there are kids involved. Why does she need to call her every time about Lil Jane?
So thank you, Rosa, for laying it out like that. So the question still remains, what the situation is. Yes, I've dealt with exes, the exes of a love, but I've never dealt with an ex of a love that's a man. And so I had to do some introspective work with me because I had to really try to tap into where are my real feelings at. I cannot dismiss him, not that I would want to. Can't dismiss him, you got to deal with what's real, all right? He is the ex-husband of my wife, all right? Now, like I said, we ain't going to be doing Thanksgiving dinner together, and I'm not that kind of lesbian, and y'all know I'm not. But I do need to be mindful and respectful, and I would expect no less from him. In my mind's eye, I would feel that it would be easier for me to deal with the situation if it was a woman, because that's what I do.
You think it'd be easier?
Yes, I think it'd be easier because
for
I'm
me,
used
it'd
to.
Be opposite.
Okay, well, I'm telling my side.
Okay,
so I think it would be
side.
easier for me because I deal with women. I'm lined up with women. Women are my reflection. All right. Women are my business, my only business. Okay, like Gerber used to say, right? So with men, different planet, different species, ain't feeling them that way. And to have to deal with them in my life in a very personal way, that's unusual for me. It's unusual, but I think I've done well considering who I think I am. There's been no nastiness, no overt nastiness toward each other. I think we both have been respectful, and I don't know what his feelings are about me or us or it. I really don't care. But I'm just saying, when the few times that I have seen him physically, we've been nothing but respectful and very adult about it. All right. Now, that's what I say in public, and I think, really, would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, why would I not be? I mean, that's just who I am, and that's the way things are. And I mean, like I said, we were very adult. Now, however, Rosa and I have now been together 6 years. There's a lot more experiences to pull from. We've had to deal with some complex scenarios in our life. Who doesn't? I mean, because love ain't easy. All right. So we've had to deal with some things, children living, with us, some part-time with him, and the reverse, and where we're going to vacation at, and blah, 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 finances, and all of that baked in the same cake. Where I step back at the fact that I found, being quite honest, I just don't have the tolerance for that person as much as I would for someone else. I just don't. I don't have the interest, I don't have the talents, but he is a part of the equation that's in our life. So I make myself bring my better self to the table. Yeah. And I'm just like, the ex-husband. I do. I mean, that's just where I'm at. I'm just like, the planet I live on, you don't even exist.
Right.
All right. So, but for, because we all want what's best for our relationship and for our woman and, of course, for the children, our family, I think I've taken it like a champ. I think for the Sharyn that I know I am, I think I've done quite well. So, what do you think, Rosa?
As far as how well you've been doing?
Yeah, with ex-husband stuff.
Well, I mean, when you say quite well, what are you comparing that with? Because
I'm comparing with me not acting crazy.
Yeah, but that's just not who you are. So you're not going to act crazy. I think that you done as well as can get. I mean, you're not disrespectful towards him.
No.
Nor is he to you.
No.
But behind closed doors, you do have stuff to say. So
I got a lot of stuff to say.
So when you say you think you're doing well, and sometimes you just like beat the dead horse, like I'm done talking about it. Like he's not gonna get this much energy, and you still and it's like
I still don't like it. I don't like the idea of him.
Right. So when you say that, it's like who are you comparing that with? And
well, do I get a passing grade?
Yeah, you get a pass.
Okay, well, I had to pull that one out of you.
Yeah, because I had to think about you right at a C, though.
I'm a lower C. Am I a C minus?
C minus.
Well, again, and perhaps
barely passing. No, I'm just kidding.
In the words of the great late Whitney Houston, that ain't right, but it's okay. All right, that's how I feel about it. It ain't right, but I'm trying to be okay with it.
Saying one or the other, because I've never been in this situation either where I was married to a woman outside of you and had an ex-husband, so I don't know to say this is how she reacted versus how you reacted. So I mean, it's like we're measuring it with no tools.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and then which leaves nothing but emotion. So what I'm saying to my friends in lesbian land and beyond, okay, I'm saying I feel the need to plead my case this morning. It's just that, like the question did come to my mind is, am I, Sharyn, are you overreacting? Would you react the same way to one of Rosa's exes, females? Well,
if I had children by them?
Children or non-children, just the person, period. You know what I mean?
Everybody's going to have, if you in lesbian land world, you date somebody, more than likely they will have an ex that's a female.
Right. I will, let me clean it up. I think that if all things being equal, again, I come from the women, the planet of women only. So my exes are females, their exes are females, their exes are females, right? And then you throw this one red herring in there. It's like, oh well, I used to be Mrs. Somebody else, and I'm just like, it don't feel so good, but it is what it is, and I am a reality-based lesbian. Okay. So I got to deal with what's on the table. One, I've fallen in love with you and you with me. We've ran to the church. Well, when I say church, okay, but we ran and
Close
got
enough.
married, close enough, yeah. And things been basically okay. Not always easy, cause love ain't always easy, But we've been working at it, and I'm proud to say truly we've made it these 6 years, and I look forward to the next 6, 12, 18, 22, 42 years with you. So with that, the purpose of today's conversation is, what happens when you are married to, in love with, dating, exclusive with this woman, and her ex is a man.
But see,
For whatever reasons, whether,
I know, but I just think it's so different if when you met someone, their ex is a man, because then you like wondering, okay, are they gay, straight, whatever, trying to make their mind up, whatever the case may be. Are they kind of in that middle, that gray area? But when you say they've had a man as an ex before, that to me, it's, I don't know. It just seems like it's a no-brainer. Like, I know this person is lesbian or bi or whatever they want to consider themselves, because when I met them, they had an ex as a female.
Right.
But they have been with men before. So that is however they describe themselves. At that point, you know which way you're going with it. If they come out and say, I'm bisexual, then you kind of know, okay, it could have been a man last time, or it could have been a woman last time, or whomever they were with. If they're lesbian, then you already know that that's the corner that they're going to, because it's a no-brainer. It's like, okay, yeah, they've been with men, but there's a lot of lesbians out here who have been with men, and now they are exclusively with women.
Right.
But
Right. But, and with that scenario, and yes, there's many of us out there, right? I think the problem is, not that it's a problem, but the situation is the fact that there's women dealing with women, dealing with women, dealing with women. And like I said, and then you throw that thing in there. I'm gonna say, not only was your ex a male, you were married to that male, so it gets complex real quick. Oh, not only is your ex a male and you were married to the male, you had his children. Oh wow, gee, you just blew summer up. Okay, it's a lot to deal with, especially from the land of from lesbian land, and I'm one of the original inhabitants. So I don't want to overcomplicate it. I'm just saying, as I was thinking, and my thinking took me to more thinking and deeper thinking, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. Does it make a difference on how you treat your woman's ex? Whether it's a man or a woman. Now, ex is an ex is an ex. I get it. But I'm going to tell you, to me, men bring some shit with them that women don't. See, I can deal with anything from another woman because you are my equal. You are my reflection. I get you because I can meet you and beat you at the same place, sweetie, because we're all women. When you put that male energy into it and that whole maleness, the ego, the this, the that, and all, it's a different stew in my mind. Okay, it's not right or wrong. It's just how I'm thinking. It does change the dynamics. It's simple as that. And so I had to kind of come clean with some of my honest thinking about the situation. I
just think the whole, like when Sharyn was talking about the conversation, like we should talk about this, I'm like, it's just, to me, is nothing to talk about, because you're going to deal with stuff regardless if your ex is a man or if your ex is a woman. It doesn't matter.
I agree with that.
It depends on who the two people are. So if it's gonna be, baby mama drama or baby daddy drama, it's still gonna be some drama if that person that your ex was is immature, y'all fight and y'all don't get along.
All right.
Y'all don't whatever. We get along to my ex, my kid's father, we get along to the fact that we need to get along. I mean, there is no extra, he's not calling with no extra mess, and I'm not calling him with any extra mess. If he's dating somebody and I happen to call him and they happen to be over there, oh, excuse me, go ahead and enjoy your company. We'll talk another time. Right. It's not that important. So I think when you say that, it's just like, it's just not a conversation.
It's a
for me.
non-issue. It's not a conversation for you. Perhaps. So what I'm hearing you say, it's a non-issue for you, right? And I'm saying it could be for me. And quite frankly, not the one gets to choose these things. I'm saying my question to myself was, do I respond differently to the situation because it has a male lead?
Now I
in
can
it?
understand that portion of it.
Yeah, and I know I do. And look, I'm not saying, like I said, we wasn't going to be having Thanksgiving dinner together. No, it ain't that kind of party. But I'm saying I'm used to dealing with women, regardless of what time it is, whatever the problem is, whatever the situation is.
But if you're
it's
dealing
one
with
women.
an ex, and this is the thing too, if you're dealing with an ex, whether it's you're dealing with an ex based on the fact that they had a connection together or something is connecting them, like kids.
Oh, sure.
If there's nothing connecting the two, you shouldn't be dealing with an ex.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's not my argument. I mean, well, it's not even my case. You're right. Over means over.
Right.
Okay. That's not my problem. I have exes, and like I said,
Right.
We're not meeting for lunch on Wednesday. We just don't do that. But I wish you the best and hope everything goes your way. I mean, pleasant, but still distant, right? I don't get the chance to wash my hands of this situation. Not that I'm trying to. It's because he has a forever place and station in my world because he is the father of Rosa's 2 children. You cannot ignore that. The children are here. They even look like him. And the other one looks like Rosa. So they're beautiful kids. They're wonderful kids. And I'm glad to say, and with honor, that I'm in the role of stepmother now, and it's cool. All right. But with that, it doesn't negate the fact that I got to deal with his happy ass every now and then to some level. It's no more than if Rosa and I agreed to do blah, blah, this or blah, blah, that this summer with the children. And he'll come in and throw something like, well, I was thinking about taking them over here and it's going to be over the same time period or whatever. Now we got to talk. Now we got to discuss, like, didn't we say we bought plane tickets? So I got to deal with his crazy monkey ass in a whole different way. Now, why does he have to be a crazy monkey ass? Because that's what I assigned it to, because he's a man. I would not. Now you see who I am, right? I don't think I would have. I would have problems no matter what if it was a woman, but it would be different problems. Plus, I feel like I would be better suited to deal with them because I'm a woman too. That's all I'm saying. Right. And so back to you guys out there in lesbian land, do you treat the ex different because he's a man as opposed to the ex of your woman who is a female? Right. So this is not such a unique situation. Like you say, a lot of lesbians have been with women, been with men before they found out they truly are lesbian. Men will convince you of your own sexuality. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but it ain't that.
Right.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
I don't necessarily know if I want to even deal with a woman who has an ex for a man right after. Like, if we're meeting up, because I just feel like they're not ready.
Well, who's to say? And we have no control.
No, and you're right. Who is?
Because guess what? In my little goodie bag of the things I want in life, nowhere did it say the woman in my life is going to be a former Mrs. Somebody. Rosa is Mrs. Williams. I love it. It turns me on, and that's my babe. Yes, there used to be a former Mister. You know what I mean? But we ain't talking about him. We ain't talking about him, and I'm not beating him down. I'm not beating it down. I'm just saying where my comfort zone truly is at this time in my life about that subject. No matter what the scenario is, it could always be worse.
Yeah.
All right. So like I said, we've been very adult about it. I'm sure I was not on his wish list, and he sure as hell was not on mine. But it is what it is, and I love my Rosa. Yeah. And my and my love Rosa loves me, So, and we're just trying to make it work. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not trying to blow up the balloon bigger than it needs to be. With a lot of you guys out there, it's just not a problem. And I like to see when it's not a problem. But for me, I have to admit, it gives me a pinch. It just gives me a pinch.
Still to this day, or did it at the beginning? Because, I mean, it's been
wait a minute, still
6 years almost.
Right. Okay. It's still to this day. I mean, like I said, I just rather not. But It is what it is, and I'm, again, reality-based lesbian. Deal with what you got to deal with. And if I got to deal with his former self to be with my sweetie, I'm going to do it. The kids are wonderful. Our marriage is stable. Deuces to him. But I'm just saying, I just think I respond to the whole it different because there is some male there,
Yeah, well, since I haven't had to experience that, and the only ones that I have are females.
The only what? The only what
exes.
Yeah,
that are females. I
Again,
respond how it comes about. So if it's not a good feeling for me, then that's how I'm gonna respond.
Okay.
If it seems like it's cool, then I'm cool.
Well,
but
remember, Rosa is an Aries, and she's always ready for war.
Look, if war is coming, you gotta stay ready. Don't try to get ready. Because you're going to lose. You got to stay ready and be ready at all times.
Okay.
But when you ask them at the beginning, when she asked you all at the beginning to, kind of understand her or back her up, it's like it's nothing to back up. It is nothing to, so, y'all need to be Team Rosa. Because this is a
Oh, wait a minute.
This whole conversation
I'm not asking you to choose.
What?
I'm not asking you to choose, but just to understand, you know what I mean? Just for a second, get out of your head and just understand, as we've laid it out in this video. It's all good. And, I just enjoy the fact that we can talk about these things. And it's not about who's right or wrong. It's just like, here are your feelings and ideas about it. Here's mine. Yeah. No argument. It's just respect. Even like, oh, I didn't know you felt that way about it. You know what I mean? And as we just had Rosa's 50th birthday party a couple of weeks ago, everybody was here, gay, straight, undecided, mamas,
geriatrics.
Daddy, old folks, young folks, the cool people, all of that, because, our friends are a melting pot. But as a norm, you can come to our home 20 times and never see a man. And I'm okay with that. Okay. I'm okay with that.
Honestly, when I met Sharyn, I thought she was anti-men. But she was like, no, I'm not. But one of her good friends is a guy, that she has lunch with on every other week. But,
I
like
you wouldn't
know that.
No, I like people.
You wouldn't know that.
No, I like people. That's what it is, and, but I like women people. So
right.
I'm going to wrap this up. We just wanted you to, to think about those things. And it's not about Team Rosa or Team Sharyn, but understand, and I'm appealing to my friends in lesbian land, I'm just out here trying to make it, okay? So until next time, we're wishing you the very best.
Of all good things. Stay safe and stay woke. And be Team Rosa. No, just kidding.
Take
we
care.
love you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.